All right, we ready yet? We're ready. We ready? Camera's on, sound on. I don't want to come off looking like a jackass, but I make sure the sound is on if this is a sound video. You know what I'm saying? It's new gear day for me again, because I got another package from Sweetwater. And today it's another microphone. It's the Shure SM58, another microphone to add to my collection. This one right here, I got about a week or so ago. It's the Neumann TLM-103. Now, just for a little bit of context, Neumann TLM-103 Anniversary Edition, $1,300. This one here, the Shure SM58, is about 90 bucks. 90 bucks right now in Sweetwater. So for 90 bucks, you can hear what a $90 microphone sounds like, and then you can also contrast it with what the Neumann sounds like. Now, why, if I have a $1,300 microphone, would I want to buy the $90 microphone? Well, this isn't just any old microphone. This is the Shure SM58. I'm going to unbox it while I'm talking here. And the Shure SM58 is a different type of microphone. I mean, the fact that I have so many microphones in the first place is because not every microphone is going to be used for the same circumstances. If I'm not saying that right, I sound like an idiot here. Anyhow, every microphone is different, and they're used for different purposes. Like if I'm inside of that booth, which is my soundproof booth, my whisper room, this microphone is the microphone you're going to want to use because it's a sound treated room. It's completely insulated, 4 inches of Owens Corning insulation, and it's whisper quiet. That's why they call it the whisper room. And because of that, an ultra sensitive microphone like this will hear nothing but my voice. But in a loud room, this is not an acoustically treated room, I'm outside of it, you're going to get a lot of background noise that maybe you don't want to have. And certain microphones reject that, which is great. And by the way, this is what's inside of the Sweetwater box. We got a little thank you and a little feedback card. And one of the great things about Sweetwater, they give you a little candy every time you get a package. This is not my first one. I just love it. They give you a little bit of candy, you know. Not always the same candy. This one's got Laffy Taffy and Smarties and some peppermints and a Tootsie Roll, etc. So anyhow, inside of this box is the Shure SM58. It's nicely packaged. Good old Sweetwater, nicely packaged. So this is the SM58. Now the SM58 has some heritage. This is like the working horse of the microphone industry. This thing, if you do a little searching around, you'll see guys running these over with cars, dropping them into swimming pools, dropping them into the ocean, taking them on a barbecue in one case, along with some hot dogs, and then after each one of these things, dunking them in like a pint of beer, taking it out, and it still works. No problems. I mean, sometimes they may have to dry it off or clean off the smell of the beer, undent the dents, buy a new grill, but this thing is, you can beat it up. You know, the old adage, hey, they dropped the mic on stage. You wouldn't want to drop a $1,300 Neumann. It might not do so well. But this mic here, the SM58, is a workhorse. So inside of the SM58, traditional packaging from Shure. You have your little gray labels, no other taping on it whatsoever. Little book, nice simple book. It's like another sticker. So warranties, schmarranty. They do give you a mic holder for your stand, so I can do that while we're talking here. So I'll set that up on one of my mic stands. All right, what else do we have in here? We have a little Velcro strap, which is for cord management around there, if you want to do that. These I've got a few of. This is the Shure zipper pack, so you can just tote it away. So it's a little Shure package, and then the microphone itself is in some bubble wrap. Now I am going to, it's got some nice weight to it, I got to say that. It's my first SM58, which is kind of weird. With all the microphones I have, you'd think I'd have the SM58. It is literally the most popular microphone in the world, especially for stage. And the reason why I am excited to try this is, again, like in a room like this with a lot of noise, you don't want to have a lot of the background sound in your recording. In the booth, you don't have to worry. There's no noise. Now, just as an example, I'm still talking through the Neumann, obviously, right now, and I'm going to turn on some background sound. Now, that is about 6 feet away. And obviously, being that this microphone is a cardioid, you'd figure it's only going to pick up what's in front of it, but the speaker is over there. It's actually an Amazon Echo, and this is the early generation Echo, which still had a remote control, so you don't have to always talk to it. You can just push buttons. So anyhow, that's at that distance. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stay in the same room here, and I am going to connect the SM58, and we're going to pot it up. So I'm going to get myself some gain. Check 1, check 2. Okay, now I've got some gain, and I'm talking directly into the SM58. So my gain, just so I can have a fair test, my gain on the Neumann and on the Shure are both set at the 5, which is right in the middle. It goes from 0 to 10. So right now, I'm talking directly into no pop filter. Of course, I have a pop filter on my Neumann. But here's the real test of what this thing will do. And the weird thing about this is the Zoom H6, just for the record, and I'm going to switch back and forth as I'm talking, so you'll kind of contrast the two sounds. So at the moment, you may or right now, for example, you're listening to the SM58. When I isolate this, you'll hear just the SM58 at a distance of only a couple of inches as I'm holding it to my face. So there's the SM58, and here's the Neumann again from a very close distance. And what I'm going to do now is give this microphone the test of the noise rejection. Because right now, let me just stop talking for a second, and you hear the sound of the room. And for point of reference, here will be the sound of the room as it comes through the SM58. Okay. And now, as a reference, is the sound of this room through the Neumann. Okay, now we're going to give it the real test. What would happen if the room was noisy? Like even noisier than it is now, which to me it really is noisy. There's a washing machine going on in the next room. It's not acoustically treated. There's echo. There's all sorts of stuff going on. I'm going to put on the music. Now I'm talking directly into the Stedman with this wonderful. Everybody wants that kind of music, right? That's what's coming through the Neumann right now. And I'm going to continue to talk with this on, and now I'm going to switch over in post-production to the sound of the SM58. So I'm talking through the SM58 at the same range. It's practically on top of my mouth. It's definitely going to have some of that, I guess, right? And for what it's worth, why would you want to eliminate that from your sound? But which one is better under these circumstances when you want to talk into it? Is it the Neumann or the SM58? It depends on how much of that wonderful sound you want in the background. So I'm going to talk directly into the Neumann, and I don't know. Do you hear it? Can you hear that? I don't know. How about now when I'm talking into the SM58? Is it? Yeah, it's just the right mix, right? There you have it. So in summary. When you play this back, you'll understand why sometimes you might want a microphone like this. Now, that was an extreme example, but the point is, when you talk into a microphone, you have to also think about not just what you're recording. The voice on a Stedman is absolutely beautiful. My voice through the SM58 is definitely muddier, I guess. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. But the weird thing is, as I'm hearing this, I'm listening to it through my headset. And my headset is monitoring both channels at the same time. But as I play it back in this video, I'll isolate the two. So you'll see what my voice sounds like on an SM58 and on the Neumann. And what does the room sound like when you listen to it just with one or the other? And again, when you have a louder situation, let's say you're in a crowd and you want to put the microphone against somebody and say, hey, what do you think about this parade? Do you want to hear the sound of everybody screaming? That's what you'd hear on a Neumann. That's why you're not going to take that outdoors. You're not going to see a reporter in a field talking through a $1,300 Neumann. But talking through a microphone like this, yeah, I could definitely see that. Now, the fact that it does that would also mean that if I put this a little further away, you're going to hear less of me, right? So now I have them on the mic stand, and I'm going to just talk again from this distance. And this is the sound through the Neumann at this distance, and here's the sound right here talking through the SM58. So again, I'm now a good 6-7 inches away from the microphone and a good 6 or 7 inches from my pop filter on the Neumann. SM58 at that distance sounds like this. Neumann at that distance sounds like this. Get on top of them. Here I am in front of the SM58 at very close distance. And here I am in front of the Stedman at that same distance. And just again, for point of reference, listen to the sound of the room on both microphones. If you don't have an optimally sound-treated room, you have to find the right kind of mic. Now, I also have other microphones that are good at getting rid of the room noise. Like I have a Shure SM7B. I have a Rode NT1. I have Asdens. I have Rode Video Mic Pros. I've got AKG Perceptions. I have a whole bunch of microphones, and I do test them all out on my channel and put them head-to-head in different environments. So if you like that sort of thing, you might want to tune into the rest of them. So let's go out on a high note. Alexa, play Baby Shark.
Baby Shark by Pink Flown, starting now on Amazon Music.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry if it just started playing in your living room if you happen to be watching this next to your Echo. It just works out that way. All right, here we go. Here I am through the Neumann with the Baby Shark running in the background. What do you guys think about that? Hey, everybody, listen to the Neumann. Yeah, it's just the right microphone for this room. Nah, maybe not. Let's switch over to the Shure. All right, everybody, here I am talking to you live from my studio outside the studio. Actually, I'm not in the studio, but I'm talking through my Shure SM7B. Actually, it's not the SM7B. I can't think with that damn thing going. Here I am with the Shure SM58 in a really loud room, but at least I could put my face right on it, and maybe you won't hear as much of that dang song. Back to the Neumann. Hey, you got just the right amount of that stupid song in the background. I don't know. Let's just end it right here. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. You know, you and I, we kind of get along so well. We should meet one day. I mean, we've talked about it a dozen times by now. Yeah, why not? A little, we'll go out to a movie or something like that. How's that sound? Oh, I should just let you know, by the way, the pictures in my profile, they're not exactly accurate. The muscles you saw in the pictures, I photoshopped them in. Yeah, I know. And the head, I'm not good at Photoshop, so I left the head on it. Yeah. No? Well, how about coffee? Oh, hey, sorry. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I hope you liked the video, yada, yada, yada. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, hit the bell, make sure everybody sees it, share it with your friends, and thanks for watching.